today's recording, the question is, can you send me a tutorial for making a floral design for laser cutting? And so the simple pattern connects for all laser cutting, whether it be floral design or a car, doesn't matter. Whatever you're laser cutting will follow the same process. And that is, first things first, is making your Illustrator file. So I have a default screen, but for you, just note the size of your cutout is going to be. If you're having a cutout that's 17 inches long going down a garment, make sure that your height represents that space of how much you're cutting out. If it's only 5 inches long, the whole cutout, it's just this long narrow thing going down the side, then make sure you say that so that you know the parameters you're designing in. So think about the size that the whole design will occupy on your garment, and then make that document to match that shape. Now you'll see that I have this long structure that will represent the cutout happening. In laser cutting of fashion garments, you're not going to have the option to etch. The material is too lightweight. In wood, you will have the option to etch. So know your material that you're working with, and find your friend the pen tool. You would like to create no inside and a black outline. You can increase the stroke if it's easier for you to design. Up to you. For the purpose of this, it was asked to be a floral design, so I'm just going to make a large flower to represent the structure. Now, if I were to create a flower with a petal on the inside, it wouldn't actually showcase the shape in the middle because that would cut out. So it's important to know this is going to create a hole in your garment. The laser essentially will come to one part of the anchor, its way around, and that will fall out. So I could not all of a sudden say, oh, I want to show more depth by having an internal shape inside of here. There's no point because this has already cut out, it's fallen out. So to have my structure, I'm just going to copy and paste this, because why not? But using this, I just need to make sure that they don't overlap. Really important. If these were to overlap, looks like a really cool garment again, but the laser will cut and it will cut and you'll have one large massive hole. So make sure that there's a good amount of space between each of these structures so that it makes sense for your design and also for its wear and tear, because if it's really fragile, it's not going to machine wash very nicely. Something to note. So I have my amazing flower design. And that's really it for creating a laser cut. I know it sounds really intricate and fancy, but it's really not. It's just a matter of having the outline that the machine will follow. Same deal if I wanted to create petals or cutouts here, I would just create the shape that I want the machine to cut out, and it would create this beautiful shape. So whatever your shape may be and wherever size it's going to be. If you find that you want to be more metric on the placement, there's two options for you. There's the rulers, so view, show rulers, so you can see your alignments. Hello, show rulers. So I have my measurement here across the top, so I can actually measure out a distance to figure out how long it's going to be. I can also set markers if I want to think about the parameters I want to work within. Also, if you want to measure the distance, you have the option to use the measuring tool, which I always forget where it's located, but somewhere over here. Oh, not you. And then you also have the option to show your grid paper. Under the eyedropper is the measure tool. So you're able to show that between two distances, how far things are, so you can understand. So if you just click and drag, you'll see the measurement on the screen. It is in points. I can't help with that. It is in points. The last one was the grid, to show the grid. So you can use that to show an outline. Those are all things to aid you. But really the only goal is that you create an outline of what you want to cut using the pen tool. If you are using a wood material and you plan to have an etching, so if I wanted to have something etched out, all I would do is instead of it being black, I would make a red or blue or green or any color under the sun solid shape. the laser will know that this is printed at a lesser degree than black, and it will slowly go across and burn the shape in. So if I had a wood structure, I could burn in the shape. So cut out fully is an outline. Burned in embossed shape is a solid color. Black outline, solid color. Those are your two options. Okay?